Having completed all the 34 shlokas of chapter 9, it is time to summarize. Chapter 9, Raja Vidya Guhya Yogam, is regarded by Lord Krishna as the most confidential knowledge and royal secret. Lord Krishna begins by assuring Arjuna that this wisdom is supremely pure, easy to practice, and leads to the direct realization of the self. The contents of this chapter 9 can be categorized under the following four headings. First, Lord Krishna's transcendental nature and how Lord Krishna is the supreme controller. Section 2, the distinction between Krishna's devotees and the faithless people. Section 3, the path of worship and its results. Section 4, the universal equanimity of God and His special grace. So now let's first take up section 1, where Krishna's transcendental nature is described and where Lord Krishna asserts himself as a supreme controller. Now these are described in shlokas 4 to 10. So in shlokas 4 to 10, Lord Krishna establishes the paradoxical nature. He is both transcendental and yet the controller of everything. In shloka 4, Lord Krishna says, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matstani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. So in this shloka, Lord Krishna declares the entire cosmic manifestation is pervaded by him in his unmanifest form. He uses the term Jagataha Avyamurtina. So all beings exist in him, but he is not in them. So this is the greatest mystery. Although Lord Krishna is the maintainer of all jivas, although he is everywhere, he is a very source of creation, yet he is not attached to anything in this creation. Just as the vast air remains within the sky, all created beings rest in Lord Krishna. In shloka 7, Lord Krishna tells, Sarvabhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpadau visrujamyaham. So in this shloka 7, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that during the final dissolution, all beings enter into his material nature, that is his prakriti, and he sends them forth again. So wielding his power, that is his prakriti, Lord Krishna procreates again and again. He further explains in the 9th shloka that he acts without attachment. Nacha mam tani karmani nibadnanti dhananjaya udasinavadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. So Lord Krishna acts without attachment, and therefore his actions, that is his actions of creation and destruction, do not bind him in any way. So in the first section, that is in the shlokas 4 to 10, Lord Krishna establishes that he is transcendental and yet he is a supreme controller. In the next section, that is section 2, that is the slokas 11 to 19, Lord Krishna explains the distinction between his own devotees and the faithless people. So Lord Krishna talks about how his devotees are different from the faithless, that is those who are without Shraddha. The faithless atheists who are deluded deride Lord Krishna when he descends in his human form. They mistake him for an ordinary person because they are unaware of his supreme nature. Their hopes, their actions, aspirations, and knowledge are thus ultimately futile as they are drawn to the fierce and demonic views. So in contrast, how his own devotees are different, Lord Krishna explains this in shloka 13. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritimashritah bhajantyananya manasaha jnatva bhutadimavyayam. So the great souls who have divine nature understand that Lord Krishna is the prime source of all beings and that he is imperishable and eternal. They worship him continuously with single-minded devotion. They chant his names, sing his glories, striving for liberation. They may worship his universal nature, that is Vishwato Mukham, or they may worship him in his non-dual form. But all these devotees, they reach the same destination. Lord Krishna further asserts that he is the sustainer, controller, of the universe, mother, father, grandfather, and the one worth knowing, the syllable Om, and the three Vedas as well. Next, in section 3, that is the shlokas 20 to 28, Lord Krishna talks about the path of worship and its results. In these shlokas, he clearly states that the fate of those who worship deities, that is demigods, and those who worship him directly. So, in shloka 21, Lord Krishna says, Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam क्षीणे पुण्ये मर्त्यलोकं विशन्ति एवं त्रयी धर्ममनुप्रपन्ना गतागतं कामा labante. So in this shloka, Lord Krishna tells that the worshippers of devatas, that is the demigods, who follow the rituals of the three Vedas, reach the Swargaloka, enjoy the celestial pleasures. However, they stay there. Their stay there and their enjoyments there are temporary. Once their accumulated merits, that is the punyas, are exhausted, they are forced to return to the mortal world, the Mrityu Loka, and they get caught in the cycle of birth and death. Next, Lord Krishna promises the highest rewards to his devotees. He assures that when it comes to his devotees who worship him with single-minded devotion, he personally takes care of their needs, that is both spiritual needs and material needs, and he preserves what they already have. In shloka 26, Lord Krishna states that he accepts all offerings of his devotees. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahritam ashnami prayatatmanah. So in this shloka, Lord Krishna confirms that he accepts any offering, be it a leaf, a flower, a fruit or water, given with loving devotion. Then Lord Krishna explains the liberating principle. Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to do all his actions, that is eating, giving charity, sacrificing, performing penance, so all these actions, offering them as an offering to the Supreme Lord. So by dedicating all actions like this to the Supreme Lord, one is free from the karma bandhana and he reaches the Supreme Lord. Finally, in the fourth section, that is where Lord Krishna talks about his universal equanimity and his special grace. That is in shlokas 29 to 34. Lord Krishna talks about how he is unbiased first. So he declares that he is equal to all living beings. He is neither partial nor hateful to anyone. So while he is fair to all, yet he is very, very dear to his devotees who render devotional service to him. And he is a true friend to them. So in shloka 30, Lord Krishna says that even if a man commits the gravest of sins, by becoming his devotee, he is considered saintly. Such is the magic of Krishna Bhakti, that this sinner who has turned a devotee quickly gets transformed into a righteous man and he attains everlasting peace. Lord Krishna further assures that his devotees neither perish and that even those who due to their occupation are excluded from high spiritual practices, that is women, vaishyas, laborers, even these people, because they may not have the time to practice high spiritual, who may not have the spiritual endeavors because of their inclination as well. So even these persons can attain the supreme destination by taking shelter in him. In the 34th shloka, that is the concluding verse of chapter 9, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, Manmana bhava mad bhaktah madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam atmanam matparayanah. So in this 34th shloka, Lord Krishna summarizes the whole of chapter 9 by commanding Arjuna. He tells Arjuna, O Arjuna, always fix your mind on me, be my devotee, worship me, offer your homage to me. By doing so, you will reach me without fail. Further, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that he makes this promise to Arjuna because he is Lord Krishna's very, very dear friend. So, chapter 9 reveals the deepest spiritual secrets that God is the source and the ultimate resting place of all existence. The path of devotional service to the Supreme Lord is the easiest, most joyful, and most powerful path to eternal liberation, and it transcends all barriers of birth, sin, or social position. So, with this, we complete chapter 9. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yogo Nama Navamodhyayah.